Good morning. My name for broadcast purposes is Grandpa 1940. The title of this particular video is The Deadly Do Not Resuscitate Documents of Your NHS. I would like to talk with you today, this chilly day, about an organisation in which we British place our absolute trust and the people who work within that organisation, namely the beloved NHS. I refer to our beloved National Health Service, although it could be rightly said that you only hear the word love or beloved from the mouths of politicians, usually when they announce that they are shoveling ever larger amounts of our money into the bottomless pit, which is that same NHS. We have all come to accept that the NHS is the largest employer within Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and we also know that a fair portion of taxpayers' cash is spent supporting the bureaucracy which runs that same NHS. If you have ever delved into the piles of control policy documents for everything from washing your hands to wiping your backside, you will indeed find one set of documents which are kept well away from public scrutiny, and this is for one purpose only, so that they, the senior managers and surgical consultants, can go about their deadly business without too much scrutiny. The deadly business I talk about is, of course, a cabal of medical vultures within each hospital and trust who make it their prime business to decide who lives and who dies. The collective term for their deadly decision-making is the acronym DNA-CPR, which stands for Do Not Attempt Cardiopulmonary Resuscitation. The ruling documents, which are headed by those words, are concise, complete, and authoritative. It details the steps to be taken before a DNA-CPR document may be completed for a patient. I also refer to an NHS document with the user-friendly title of Frailty Predicts Futility of Cardiopulmonary Resuscitation. When you go into hospital and agree to any operation involving anaesthetics, you are assessed as to your fitness to survive not only the anaesthesia procedures, but also the shock of the surgery. But if you are aging, or frail, or vulnerable, or mentally incompetent, you are also assessed in a different manner. The medical vultures who use the DNA CPR documentation as their Bible use statistics in determining whether you are given CPR or not. Nowhere within either the DNA, CPR, or frailty documents is found the words humanity, empathy, compassion, or even human sympathy. So the statistics rule, and in my own wife Jacqueline's case, with her obvious frailty, I was not consulted about the life and death decisions being made before about her treatment. I was called on the phone. A husband whose wife had been wheeled away down a corridor some 7 hours previously and given a monologue about how many frail people didn't last very long after CPR. Nothing else was stated, nothing else was discussed, nothing. Sweet fuck all. I learned about the DNR notice about 6 weeks later when copied with the hospital notes which categorically stated that I had known about the DNA CPR notice regarding my Jacqueline and had agreed to it, which is a fucking lie. In June 2014, the Court of Appeal ruled upon a DNA CPR case upon which Mary Varney from the Human Rights team at Lee Day, who represented David Tracy, said the court's ruling should now bring an end to the unwelcome surprise that not only Janet and her family endured, but also others across the country have suffered when they discover a decision is being made to withhold resuscitation without any information or consultation. In this video title, I refer to the deadly documents which govern and advise the manner in which DNA CPR decisions are made every day all across the hospitals and trusts which are funded by us, the British taxpayer. Within this deadly do not resuscitate document, there are questions such as: has the patient's guardian or legal trustee been involved in this decision? As well as the clinician should continue to elicit the concerns of the individual, partner or family. Without exaggeration, I would state that this grief-stricken husband was never afforded a chance, asked about my concerns, or even notified that the medical vultures had briefly hovered around the bedside of my Jacqueline before consigning her to an early death without even a chance of recovery. The British public should be aware that these deadly documents exist and are in use every day, mainly because the bastard medical vultures don't want their precious beds blocked by patients who survive but are in need of further treatment. I thank you for your time and your help in exposing this bunch of bastards. Thank you. Good day.